Hello and welcome to the Insecure Chef. I'm here with my lovely wife Regina, and today we're going to be doing a wonderful meal that's great when you want comfort and warmth and all these wonderful things. So I'm making Manhattan clam chowder today while it's 90 degrees outside. Of course, anybody who's watched me before knows that's not unusual. I don't do anything that's related to anything. So, anyway, we're going to start out by just browning up some bacon. I got one slice of bacon here, just roughly diced. I'm going to throw it into the Ninja Foodi. And for you folks who don't have a Foodi or whatever, this absolutely can and probably should be done in a regular stovetop pot. Okay, so you can do it on the pot. It's all going to be one place. And when the bacon is browned, we'll come back and then we'll show you the rest of the ingredients and we'll continue the recipe. Okay, as you can see, the bacon now has crisped up very nicely. So I'm going to be taking that out of there. I'm going to put that on the side for now. We'll get to it back later. So let me get that in there. I'm just going to put this on the side. And you want to make it, reasonably crispy. All right. And if for some odd reason you have very low fat bacon, you may have to add some oil prior to that. Okay. With that said, as you see, the saute for this is about medium. I'm going to raise it to medium high. I'm going to add a little canola oil or whatever oil of your choice is, because we're going to be sauteing a number of vegetables. Okay. Let that heat up a tad. And if you want to see quickly what we're looking at, as always, the recipe will be on the channel. But you'll see that we're going to be using onions and squash, or zucchini, if you will, carrots, potatoes, celery, tomatoes, a little Worcestershire, a little clam juice, a bit of thyme, the bacon, and of course the clams. All right, the clams I have, they'll be coming out shortly. They are diced up, and they'll go in at the end because they don't take much time at all. Otherwise, they'll get very rubbery. So they're going to go right back at the back end. Okay, with that said, I'm going to start the sautéing. First thing that'll go in, the first three that go in, will be the onions, the celery, and the carrots. That's the onions and the celery. And now the carrots have gone in. And we'll give them a while. Now we're going to saute this, probably for, 5-7 minutes or so. What you're looking for is simply to make sure that the veggies now have softened up and the onions have become translucent. So, as always, we won't waste your time. We'll be back when we get to that step. Okay, we're back. As you can see, the first set of veggies now have softened up considerably. And what goes in next will be the potatoes and zucchini. Okay, and that's going in now. Okay, that's the potatoes and the zucchini going in. I'm going to give that a quick stir. And what's going to follow now is the tomatoes. Okay, give that a little quick stir as well. I'm going to lower down the saute to medium now. Obviously, you'll control your saute based on how rambunctious it gets and making sure nothing burns. The numbers here on the Foodi may not mean anything to you, but by using your own judgment, by watching how the sauteing is going, you can decide if you need to raise it or lower it. After that goes in, it's going to be a splash of Worcestershire sauce. Again, the ingredient quantities will be, I can use a little more than that, will be on the channel, of course. What will go in next is the clam juice. Approximately 6 ounces of clam juice. Let me shake that up. Can you see that, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, there's approximately 6 ounces of clam juice because this was an 8-ounce bottle. So I'd say that's close enough for chemistry. However, you should measure yours out. And then I'm going to follow with just an eighth of a teaspoon of thyme. If you have fresh thyme, you can look up the conversion for that. All right, thyme's in there. And now I'm going to give that a good stir. You can smell that thyme. That's the classic smell of clam chowder. That's the thyme you're smelling. Okay. Alrighty. And now I'm going to throw the bacon back in. You can throw the bacon in at this stage or more towards the end. The earlier you put it in, the less crunchy it'll be. So if you like it really crunchy, you put it in right before the end since it's already cooked. I like mine kind of medium, so that's why I put it in now. And we're going to let this basically simmer now for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll be back when we get to that point. Okay, as you can see, the time is up, and you're looking at the finished product sitting in there, except it's not quite finished because now I'm adding the clams. So the clams are going in. Okay, the clams are in. I think you can tell I lost my videographer for the moment. So I'm doing this myself. And getting that started in. And all you're going to do now is just give the clams a chance to warm up. And as you look at the consistency, if it's a bit too thick for you, by all means add some water. That's not a problem. But that essentially is it. It's a little foggy because you're picking up steam. So again, my apologies. But there we go. Going to shut that off right now. And Manhattan clam chowder. Yeah, I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. And we're about done. So normally I would plate this, but I'm not going to be eating it exactly right now. So I'm going to leave it for the moment in the pot. So again, from the insecure chef and his wonderful wife, who has disappeared, unfortunately. So you're looking at my home. So once again, thank you and enjoy the recipe. Take care.